Now, while it would appear on paper that all camera companies have given up and are afraid to even compete with their teenage selves, I do hold a modest amount of hope for the future, and today we will discuss each company's future potential today.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
We're on the Canon R6 II 24mm 1.4. We might switch on over to the Nicky boy here. I should stop it down. This is the softest lens on earth, wide open. I don't mind it, but watch what happens Tony 2. I don't even know if it gets sharper at Tony 2. At 2.8 for sure, but side by side with that loser, come on, that was some sharpness. I'm always like comparing 8K versus 6K, but wide open, you can't see even 1080p quality, so we learn nothing here ever. So let's start with Sony. I do think if you know what you're doing, Sony is probably the best. Like, they have the best autofocus. They have a lot of amazing features, but you have to know how to change the color science into something acceptable. If you did a side-by-side right now, give me an Arri Alexa and give Cam Mackey a Sony A7 II, and we do a little side-by-side, you'll be like, wow, Cam's video is so much better. What's he shooting on? A red or... No, I just suck at what I do. So like for me, I just want to drop a LUT on and then it looks normal. It's like, okay, we're done. I'm not tweaking things. The only thing I tweak is I see like red hair and then I try to offset it with blue. Things never go right, but if you know what you're doing, Sony's quite good. You start with the sharpest image possible and then you de-enhance it down there and you remove the sharpness and you add the colors you want. So Sony has potential, but personally, I would like to see a Sony A7S IV or FX4. Just don't even bother with teasing us with the A7S IV and then like 2 weeks later you release the much better FX4. Like, just abandon that. You're going FX4 with a viewfinder and that's your cinema cam. Stupid ass. What I would like to see them focus on is more the color side for those who don't want to grade. So like, just make it a slightly softer, more cinema feel to it. I know you know how to do it. I bet you the Venice looks fine and the Burano, who has one of those burrito Buranos. So it would be cool if Sony somehow tapped into better colors and just better normal non-digital video uncle camcorder look. Now, obviously, we already have 4K 120 and HD 240. If you're coming out 5 years later matching that, you're stupid. We're not even falling for it anymore. So, like, I could see a world where 6K 120 could be useful for wildlife or something, but I'm not excited about it. I just want it to end at 4K. It's already too sharp. I'd be fine with a 1080p only camera, 2 megapixel. I hope to see it soon, and if I don't. But like, come on, just give me HD something fast, man. All your older cameras can do it. Your FS5 did it with a firmware that you can't even buy anymore. So like, you better have it in camera when you buy it used on eBay. I would just like to see some leapfrog tech because Sony's the one to do it. You did it with the A7S III and it was amazing. Let's relive that experience. 5 years later, we deserve something already. And if not, at least give us, you didn't expect this one, a low megapixel APS-C vlogger cam that's super lightweight, but has like A7S III specs at least, no crops with the slow-mo, maybe some new fun features in there, but it's lightweight. When it comes to Canon, what I'd like to see next, first, little side journey. I've been using the wrong LUT this whole time. So here, I will demonstrate it with red. Yes, I will. Okay, here's the image straight out of camera, log not graded at all. I've been slapping on the old C-Log 2 LUT, which does almost nothing. When you put it on, it's like, that looks terrible still. So like, once you grade it, then you're okay, but this is orange. And I'm like, that doesn't seem very Canon color-like. Well, I just looked up and saw that they have an R6 II specific LUT. Well, what the hell is that? So let's revert back to the old LUT with no changes. Then put on the R6 II new LUT. Already you can see something makes more sense. It's like, okay, that's what it should be. And then just like a couple tweaks, and now you have side-by-side old C70 LUT basically. It's like old cinema gamut LUT that came in DaVinci versus the R5 with the better orangey shirt. So like, what the hell, man? So what to look forward to in the future of Canon? Like, we already have the best thing you've ever done in the R5 II. I doubt you're gonna top that anytime soon. The R6, I don't know, the R6 III could in some ways be more reasonable. Lower megapixel and then like somehow better low light, more dynamic range. I could see that world, 6K 60 instead of 8K 60. Okay, but if your HD 240 is the same, go home. No thank you. Do something better. You have to have something better in here and not too many crippled dents. I know, look, asshole, I'm 43 years old. I don't need to be playing with cartoons. I have the camera, you won, okay? Just leave the living room, just back off. I heard the R6 III is not gonna have C-Log 2. It will have C-Log 2 and every feature that you need. Canon color science cannot be matched by Sony. Disgusting Sony's. My brain is bleeding. I know Canon too well, and I know the R6 III will be very capable, but it will remove something key that's in the R5 II to not compete. So it's either C-Log 2 is gone, something's gone from there, and that shouldn't be the case. It should be better than this, more reasonable, cheaper, and better in every way. Like some new tech, your new IBIS mechanism or something, no warpy stuff. They have come out with like a vlogger-centric line that's like the V1 1-inch sensor. It's like, okay, that's a nice start. And the V50 or something, it's like, okay, there's your start. You're not doing anything fun yet, but if you do a pro version of that, that's like an FX3 killer, but Canon color science, because they do that. They kill Sony. When the RX100 came out, it was like, holy shit, 1-inch sensor, this is the best. But then Canon was the one that did the flippy screen with that 1-inch sensor. Technically, it was worse in a lot of ways, but it was Canon. It had better colors, so everyone went with the Canon, right? Come on. So like, they can do it again. Kill the FX3, I'm with you. When it comes to Nikon, oh, what a switcheroo. Oh man. I notice it seems much brighter with the same exact settings than Canon. I don't know if the ISO is different. Something's very off, because when I compared it in that video, the Canon looked much noisier, but I think Nikon was just so overexposed, and then bringing it down lowered the shadow noise. How dare you? What I would like to see, you have a ZR in the works, a cinema cam with this sensor apparently. So it's like a Z6 III. It's probably not gonna do a whole heck of a lot more when it comes to like specs. We actually have shutter angle in here and waveforms and all kinds of fun stuff. So it's like, I don't know what you're even gonna add to the thing if we're being honest, but all I wanna see from Nikon in the future is red raw, or you're gonna call it N-Log 2 as if it's red raw. It would sell more if it said red raw in there, would it not? So just make that happen, and then some new LUTs, because the stylized LUTs, I'm not sure, man. Like right now, this is basically Canon color science. And then we go, oh, and that's this film bias offset. In here, it doesn't look right, especially when I have the red lights in the background, they turn pink. Outside, it's somewhat better, but I've never been a huge fan of red colors. I've never seen it and like, wow, I love that. Like Airy was like, holy shit, Canon, oh. So give us the red raw and a couple more filmic looking red LUTs. That'd be fun. We only have really one to work with, and then one is like a lesser version of it and a black and white thing. No one cares about that. What you really need to focus on, you can see I'm preparing to do it. I should have stopped open. Uh-oh. You need to work on your autofocus algorithms. I have a tube light down here and I'm bringing it with me this time. You're coming with me. So Nikon's the only one that focuses on your nose first before doing the eyes. Oh God, I'm sucking at this. Leave it there. See nose first? Like, what is that? Nobody does that. Nobody would want it, especially when you have acne on your nose. And it's like, that's the least. If I'm like super blurry with the eyes, I can blur out the acne on the nose, except in Nikon, you go, show it, I'll show you. So I think Nikon just has to work on the basics, better autofocus algorithms, better IBIS. It's a little jerky right now. It's the algorithms that you're correcting too much, overcorrecting. So just Be normal, work on the polish, because that's what I've noticed. There's Sony, Nikon, Canon. Canon and Sony are very polished. No like weird mistakes happening, whereas Nikon's a little rough around the edges. I would also like to see a 24mm 1.4 Z lens with the character and the pop. Oh, dare I dream that right now, because it'd be nice to have an upgrade to this lens, a modern pop sizzle. Like all the S line, it's all flat and clinical, but you have a certain lens lineup that's poppy. And so that would be one of it, 1.4 primes. When it comes to Panasonic, you have one job. Just stop crippling your slow motion frame rates with the autofocus. It's too weird that you do 4K 60p with phase detect autofocus and subject recognition. Everything's all good there in 4K 60p. Then you go to 4K 120, you lose the subject detect. If you go up to 150p, you now you're like single autofocus only. No subject, nothing. And then like if you go above to your highest 300 frames, it's like manual focus only. It doesn't make sense. No other company does that. Stop doing it. It's the only reason I don't have you in my life. I need the slow motion and with autofocus, or else it's useless. And let's be real, you need to focus back on micro four thirds. That's what people want from Panasonic. I don't even register your full frame stuff. We have enough full frame. It's too crowded, man. Fuji knew that. They went medium format. They weren't gonna compete with the big three. What were you thinking? Who are you? Why are you even there? Back out of that room and just start making lightweight, tiny micro four thirds vlogger cams and smaller than the S9, you stupid asshole. I can already read your thoughts because your G9 II is the same body as the S5 II. That was stupid. It's heavy, it's a full frame body. What are you doing? So now you're gonna make a light micro four thirds body using the S9 body? It's a full frame body. Even though it's light, it could be much lighter. So like, where's our tiny cam that's still packing the specs? No, it's not overheating. Was that a flash? Did it rain? What the hell happened? So make more tiny bodies, and where's my Leica 400mm Tony 4 Prime? Or 5.6. Imagine that. Leica, pop, with enough tonus. That's plenty enough. I would love that. Then we're going for it. It'd be cool to see an S1H II or whatever that's gonna be, but I have a feeling it's gonna go along the same trend of removing high frame rate autofocus, and you're gonna lead the industry with 6K 120 RAW with no phase detect or no subject detect. Something's off with that, and then look, we brought the 300 frames to full frame, but it's manual focus only. Like, don't do that. I'm warning you ahead of time. Stop that. Go back in time, rewrite some things, do the code, fly in the car, do the thing. And the last company, the only other company in business currently, Fujifilm, what I was hoping from you is an XH3s, something video-centric. Just give me some LUTs for the F-Log2C, but you're giving me all your film sim LUTs. How long do I have to keep asking for that? Just do that. If I use the film sim LUTs straight out of camera, I lose all my dynamic range. Even if I set it to DR400, where's the DR600? That equals log. In fact, just give me that. Give me my DR600, then we're done. But like, I would like to see LUTs that work so I can use log and have the film fun. You obviously have to improve your autofocus. Will you? I highly doubt it, but whatever. Just don't break it this time. Actually make it a slight bit better. Just give me a bit better. Just work on tracking people as they move towards my camera as I'm on a skateboard. That's the only thing you need. Just some woman walking by. She's walking by in slow motion, 240 frames per second. Wow, she's so hot and she doesn't know. She's just acting natural because she doesn't see the camera filming and she's in focus the whole time. It's amazing. Thank you so much for doing that, Fuji. I'd like to see less options from Fuji. They just have so many different lineups that seem very similar and unnecessary. These little body changes, there's so many different ergonomic features to remember. It's just always different. A dial here, now it's over there. Just make it right. It's schizophrenic behavior where you're just like always left-handed mode dial. Now it's on the right for the XS20, but Just never, nothing should be over here. It's mostly on the right. Learn from the R7 and do that. Three-way dial, come on, mode dials in there. But I would love to see a video-centric camera, new X-trans sensor, low megapixel, the dynamic range, competing with Arri, if not surpassing them. You could do it, you know you could. So I hope they do. And when it comes to OM system, I would like to see a new variety of sushi. You're not in business. You're obviously not in business. Stop pretending, at least cut it off. The bleed, wrap a cloth around the wound for once. Like, you're not making anything new ever. Stop pretending, stop dragging this thing out. Don't do interviews with camera and websites and like, yeah, we're working on something. The Pen F thing's coming. It's gonna have amazing specs. It'll be an OM1. Again, that's all we have. So let me know what you hope to see next from each company down below. I comment baited you. Good luck moving past the spam bot girls. How come I'm the only channel with like 8 of them every time? I never see them on any other. I can't keep up with deleting them, so I just leave them now. But why 8? Why the quintuplets? I don't need a fan club. I like them. Just say something real for once. Cookie cutter comment assholes. I'll be leaving now after Bitcoin comes to me. It will come, if you believe it. Subscribe for more understanding.